Hey up everyone, and welcome back to my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Little boy here wants me for something. I know what it is. Do you know what it is? We're going to find out. So here we go. Hope you're all doing good today. I'm sniffly today.
Look, it's Miss Yorkshire. She's back from her adventures. We heard you were off fighting primals, and that they're some sort of strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too. So we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Yorkshire? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals.
What's all this commotion then?
Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coulton and Colin. Mr. Colin, did you know that Miss Yorkshire is back?
So it would seem. Welcome home, Yorkshire. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Colin. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings of the arts of combat.
I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore, we are adventurers. And we were just asking Miss Yorkshire if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you?
Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills. I'm afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Yorkshire? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Hoary, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Oh, stop it, you. Oh, I don't like to brag. Well, mayhaps I am. What matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Yorkshire? Would you consent to spar with me?
Oh yeah, go on then.
I'll turn you into scrap metal.
Hurrah! We're to have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing.
Well, this is going to be fun. Do try not to disappoint them, Have faith, Colin. I shall summon every last ounce of strength to make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Me too. Hoary. Mr. Boulder. M.R. Boulder. I lost my bearings. Lost my ball bearings. I can execute it this time, actually. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, this is going to be a really, really hard fight, I think. Don't know if I'm going to win. It was good of you to agree to this, Yorkshire. Trust you're ready to begin. Yeah, I don't want to lose. I know you're fighting a legend and all, but it could be a bad day for me. Very well, let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Hoary, are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Yorkshire you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Yorkshire to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Oh, if I'd have remembered it was her. Ada? What? Who are all these people?
When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. though you could use a crowd. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on.
Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Yorkshire's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. What could do with a steak right now? That sounds bloody lovely.
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder.
Well, we shall soon see. On your guard.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
I'm scared.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to be alright. I think we're going to be just fine.
Oh, dead already. Goodness. Well, not dead. We're not here to kill him, are we?
Do.
You can't hurt me either, Colin. Nice try. Stupid paladin.
Ding. Is your door so strong?
What are you gonna do now? Nice try. Goodbye now. There you go, kids. That's how we do it. Minimal effort. You've bested me. I yield. What about Colin? Is Colin alright?
That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time.
You knew you couldn't lose Yorkshire. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea.
Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same.
Kids are like,
You alright, Mr. Boulder?
impressive as always, Yorkshire. It is ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? It was at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. Actually, no, it wasn't. You and your sister were asleep on the chocobo cart while I was making my way into Gridania. You just don't remember it because you were sleeping. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason why grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favourable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if someone had even chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The legatus' single-minded military invasion precluded any such switchings of loyalty, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow, only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never puts feelings into words, I believe Grandfather's admiration for this inextinguishable courage grew into fervent wish, a wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I, too, will endeavour to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the signs of the Seventh Dawn alone. Now, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat, and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians, is a new expanded organisation that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organisation, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Tippy toppy chappy. Lovely, lovely. Right, well, I guess that's what we're going to go and do then. Another good little fight there. I got 537 EXP towards getting to level 64. Yeah, I have been doing like roulettes and stuff. Well, when I've not been recording. Oh, going this way. I'm just following the green tick. Right. So Alphinaud is going to start his own little groupie poopy. I up to Taru. Just stood there like looking and nodding. Bless her little heart. Thank you. My voice just went then. Thank you for coming, Yorkshire. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must ever be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organisation, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Remember, keep those. Keep all of the little materials that you get, because they're worth it. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together in a single entity. God, my God. Words. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution will be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organisation is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of an endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. It is my hope that the successful utilisation of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organisation under the authority of the antecedent. Oh, great. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed within the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what we can achieve. With this new company under the Scions' command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organisation and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, it is yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. a tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey, and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I otherwise engaged in bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. It is reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and a discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Bulwark Hall it is. Let's travel to Limsa Lominsa. Oh, that took a while, didn't it? Oh, I wish my internet wasn't a tit. Okay, this way. I will eventually get round to doing this event. Hello. Ah, there you are. I'm ready to ascend the bridge and speak with Admiral Blufuswind. While the Admiral and I are finalising promissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavoured to spread the word for our organisation through various channels, but I believe a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, it is of no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it, and you needn't range into the countryside. The upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter, and we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Okay. So we need to go to the upper decks. Right, so we'll do Marauders Guild and then make our way down. Oh yeah, well he's not going to join it, is he? He's the leader of the bloody Marauders Guild. Master Alphinaud's new organisation? Yes, I had heard from the formation of this company that was in the offering. It is with regret, however, that I must decline our invitation. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Lominsa must needs receive my full attention. Well, there's a bloody surprise. Let's go speak to this guy. You'll see him in another expansion for a reason. An organisation with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know there is a time to act and a time to watch, and I'm afraid this child company of yours falls into the latter category. I'm gonna go now. Oh my. I'm gonna go now. Sorry, we've got to sprint back. Oh, yes. And ethereal shift. Whatever it's called. Ethereal shift. I was right. Who'd have known? We'll take this one over here first, I think. Roswen. Eh? Who the bloody hell do you think you're talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodding knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy Cavalier's door. I've already done that. And he pretty much told me to F.O., if you know what I mean. I know I accidentally swear now and again. I do apologise if you don't like swearing. But I never ever said that I don't swear, so yeah. A precursor to a united Eorzean Grand Company? While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Naldic and Vimelis keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be traipsing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills as an armourer, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Sounds good, lass. Sounds good to me. Let's go to the wanky yard. Wanky yard. That's what I said. I think it's the Yankee yard. Might be wrong, actually. No, I'm right. I rarely am right, but I'm right on this occasion. Real. Well, if it ain't Yorkshire. I don't forget adventurers brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Real, don't you? Formerly of the Grand Company Heroes? 3 whistles at Bronze Lake? Aye. It ain't often I drag my ass out to Limser for a drink. I'm right glad I did. How are your fares these days? You looking to put together a new crew? Top tier, eh? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alright, lass. Count me in. The heroes may have got their separate ways. I ain't ready to climb in my grave just yet. Nice. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the video there. But I will make my way over to... you know what, I'll travel... Yeah. I'll do this and then go to the airship landing and then I'll say my goodbyes. I'll say my goodbyes. Notice I haven't snippled for a bit, that's good. That means it's stopping. Right, let's go to the airship landing. Okay, so we're going to end up going to one of the other city centres because obviously we've got to go to all of them. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself. Please like, subscribe and comment. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.